Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Hope we're okay. Hope we're looking after ourselves on this pretty gloomy, miserable looking Thursday. And as much as I am a positive person in life, and I think it's important whenever you look at football to be a positive person, in the day, it is a game, all right? It is a sport, it's a game. It doesn't, in theory, impact 99% of your day-to-day lives, really, right? But unfortunately today, I'm not going to be able to hit you up with positive news. It is a bad news story today in terms of the centre-back position, okay? So we're going to be talking a little bit about, obviously, Edmond Tapsoba, who's our main transfer target for central defence. But also, we have an update on Micky and I was wondering when it was going to come out. So it has come out finally. So we'll obviously be talking about that as well. So let's jump straight in, okay? Let's start on Micky Van de Ven. He's the man on the thumbnail. He's looking miserable on the thumbnail. I'm looking miserable on the thumbnail. And unfortunately, this is not going to be any easier. So from Charlie Eccleshare, he actually has put out that Spurs' deal for Micky Van de Ven is currently not progressing with a club-to-club agreement not close. There have even been suggestions the deal is off. I was wondering why we had no news, if I'm honest. To have absolutely nothing, even from Romano himself, who's obviously very much in the know of a lot of things. Nothing from Ornstein, nothing from the Athletic, really nothing. It does make me think this deal isn't on. This deal looks like it's off. And we've been told contracts aren't an issue. It's with the other clubs. I'm going to give my opinion about something in a minute. That is a general feeling around a few different deals, okay? But the fact that it is, quote, the 27th of July today. It's 27th of July. Transfer window's been open 2 months. Basically. We've done nothing. The season ended 2.5 months ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was. We've done nothing. We've not moved any centre-halves out. We've not brought any centre-halves in. The only one that's gone was Long Lane. It's because his deal literally had to finish. He had to go back. We've done nothing, really, in the whole of the summer when it came to the centre-back position. It's a joke. It's pathetic, actually, is the nicest way I'm going to put it, without being strong, without being rude. Obviously, I don't want YouTube to flag me up or anything like that. It's pathetic. It's incompetent. It shows a serious lack of transfer negotiation ability. And I know people will go, yeah, but they might want a lot of money. Then don't waste time on it. If you're clearly not going to get anywhere, don't waste time on it. You'd have had a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks to try and find an idea of how you can get the price down. You go, do you know what? It's not going to happen. We'll move on. David Raya is the prime example, so it can be done. You clearly go, it's not working. We'll move on to a different target. Let's not waste time here. Let's get someone in that we can get. Forget price, like, oh, it's cheaper, but we can just get in, who's going to help the team, who's going to make us better. But don't waste time on a guy that, oh, he might come, but let's keep leaking it out. Let's keep fans on our side that we're trying, we're doing our best. I've got literal years of evidence that you haven't done your best. I've literal years of evidence that you've been incapable of delivering the best. So that's the first one. And it doesn't get any easier because then we look at the situation again from Charlie Eccleshare. And he said that Tottenham Hotspur remain one of the clubs considering a move for central defender Edmond Tapsoba this summer, though it's understood that it'll be very difficult to prize him from Bayer Leverkusen this summer. Again, it's just putting it out there to say it's Leverkusen's fault, it's Leverkusen's fault, it's not our fault, it's Leverkusen's fault. Fine, Leverkusen might want a lot of money, right? That's absolutely fine. It's their player, they value him at what they want to value him at. You go, look, we probably want to pay 40 to 45. We want to pay 40 million. We'll stretch to 45 million. They want 60 million. You try and, sweeten the pot, say a few nice things. You try and work some stuff out. And this is genuine negotiations. You try and work some things out. If they've really not budged and they've gone, right, the max will go down to 55 million. You go, that's still way out of our budget. You move on. It is that simple. It's not rocket science. You go, look, 45 million was what I wanted to spend on him. We'll look to move that money elsewhere, to spend on someone elsewhere, okay? You don't waste time on this because then what you do is you've wasted so much time. And by that metric of both those deals, that are they off, are they on? You're now going to waste more time. And therefore, if you waste more time, we're then going to panic buy. e.g. last summer, Clement Longley. Tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to know if you think I'm wrong. And I'd love you to prove evidence over the last 15 years that you think that's wrong. You'd be hard pressed. From the German report's kicker, it said that Bayer Leverkusen would require an offer in excess of £50 million, not euros, pounds, to change their stance on selling Tottenham Hotspur transfer target Edmond Tapsoba. The German side continue to insist the central defender is not for sale during the summer transfer window. Okay, they don't want to sell. It's going to cost £55-60 million to get him. Do you think he's worth it? I personally don't. I like Edmond Tapsoba. I think he's a good defender. I think he can be a great defender. But for 60 million, you can get better value. Hell, you can get a world-class defender probably for around that kind of money. A guy who's proven to be top of the tier, top line defender. Hell, Bremer's probably not worth much off that. And Bremer is quality. I like Bremer. He's probably not worth far off that. Matthias de Ligt was worth something not far off that. You're talking about Kim Min-jae was 42.5 million with a release clause. So you can't tell me that class cannot be bought with 60 million. Hell, even less. If you think Edmond Tapsoba is worth 60 million, and this is an idea to the board, if you think he's worth 60 million, then go get him. Spend the money. Go and get him. But it's always deflect the blame. Deflect the blame. It's nothing to do with us. I mean, Spurs have probably put an offer in. Yeah. I don't know, 20 million and gone, oh, that's a good deal for you. You should, we might be able to stretch to 25 million sort of thing. You know, that kind of rubbish. The good deal's good for you. The deal's good for you. The deal's not good for them. He is worth 40 and above. So you need to start working around the 40 and above mark, which I doubt they have. I bet the bid started with a 3 at the maximum. But it's just appalling. We are July 27th and we're not going to have a defender in. We were expecting a defender in at least by the start of August. It's not going to happen. We had a shocking defence last year. We conceded more goals than Aston Villa and they went and bought Pau Torres. We conceded more goals than Arsenal and then we got Urian Timber. What have we done? Oh, we've had conversations. Oh, well done, Daniel. Well done, guys. You've done such a good job. You had a conversation. I had a conversation with someone down the road earlier. Doesn't mean anything. It's just appalling, the arrogance that you think you can just bulldoze other teams into selling players at such a cheap price. This is all spin, all absolute spin. And this is what Spurs fans need to remember. It's always spin. They'll spin you into believing they're trying their best. Now, I'm not saying they're not, but what I'm saying is their best is never good enough. Simple as that. You are setting Postecoglou up to fail right now. That's what you're doing, okay? It's basically August. Let's consider what it is. It's August, okay? Market's been open a while. Season's been gone a long time. Postecoglou's been in, what? Postecoglou got hired, what? Mid-June? He started July 1st or whatever it bloody was. I don't care. He's been basically in charge for months. We've signed 3 players. That's just appalling. It's appalling. We've moved 1 player. That's appalling. We are so incapable of having a good transfer window. It's scary. People, all they care about is incomings. And fine, I can understand that. It's an exciting thing. Incomings make the team better. But no transfer window can be deemed a good transfer window until you remove dead weight. So if you sign 5 players, you go, oh, they all make the first team. That's a 10 out of 10 window. No, it's not. It's physically incapable of being a 10 out of 10 window. You have to remove dead weight for that to be deemed a 10 out of 10 window. We're sitting with a bloated squad, and I understand Postecoglou needs time to see some of these guys. Absolutely. But I can guarantee you there's players in that squad that he's not keen on already. And I can guarantee he's already said, I don't want these players. Move them. Right? So I would pray and hope by the start of the season we've moved multiple players. Arteta's complained about a too big a squad. Pochettino's complained about too big a squad. And their dead weight is probably better than some of our bench and starters. You know what I mean? So it's horrible at the moment being a Spurs fan, watching a leaky defence, watching a defence that conceded a goal against Singapore Lion City Sailors, who, let's be frank, aren't very good. We conceded goals against West Ham, which, fair enough, 2 of them were set pieces and Postecoglou explained that was his fault, fair enough. But we conceded 3 against West Ham, who didn't even have the strongest team out. we conceded 4 goals in 2 games on pre-season to a team that finished near the bottom of the table. Fair enough, won a European trophy. Said, you know, and I'm not going to slag them off, because you know what? They've had a better time than us. Better time than us, absolutely. And then the Lion City Sailors. I think you, me, other way around. I've just not long back from the gym, so my brain's still a little bit oof. But you and me play for him. And the fact that we conceded a goal there, and people go, no, Davies is good. Davies is quality. Davies is a backup. He should be a filler player when you need to fill in for the last sort of 10, 15 minutes. Maybe a League Cup game. Dyer shouldn't be starting. Sanchez shouldn't be starting. Tanganga shouldn't be starting. Romero's looking around going, do we have any other centre-halves that can defend? And I know some people don't like Romero, and that's absolutely fine. But you can't deny the fact that Romero can actually pass a ball and he can slide tackle, sometimes recklessly, I understand. But he is by far our most competent centre-back. And people go, get rid of him. Well, good Lord, what do you think of Davies? What do you think of Dyer, Tanganga, Roden, Sanchez? What do you think of them if you think you want to get rid of Romero? Yes, he might be the one that has value, but good Lord, he actually can do something for the defensive line. So guys, that's the end of the video. Just a bit of a rant and a moan, and I don't do that. You know I don't do that. You know I'm a positive person. And I will have a more positive video coming out a little bit later about the striker situation. We've got updates about Harry Kane. We've got updates about replacements. One of which I've spoken about before. The other one I didn't see coming, but the first one that I have spoken about before is always an exciting player, and he's a very good player. But yes, that's the end of the video. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Hit me below. Hit me below about this whole situation. If you want to rant and rave about it and really put in your 2 pennies, I want to hear it. I do. I want to see Spurs fans as a whole and as a group really voice their displeasure about the fact that we are so far into the chance window and we've made no progress on the centre-half position. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I promise, if you are new, I'm a much more positive person. Please don't think of me as a negative person, okay? Check out my other videos from the last, I don't know, few months, and you'll see I'm a positive person, okay? It's not all doom and gloom. Life's too short to think like that. The world will keep spinning with or without Tottenham Hotspur. And obviously hit the bell notification more, because obviously, like I said, there is another video coming out a little bit later on. But guys, that's the end of the video. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Please don't let it get you down. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care, lads.